Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today I'm making another painting for the series of filling my sketchbook. Actually I'm not sure how often I should upload. I don't have a fixed schedule yet, but hopefully I can upload videos as consistently as I can. Right now I'm still kind of juggling some other projects as well, just personal projects, and I can't really be sure how often I should upload, but hopefully this is going to be a consistent series that I'll keep on this channel. Maybe I can't promise that every painting in this sketchbook is going to be made into a long video like this, but this series is still going to continue, but only for some random pages. As I mentioned in the previous video, I said that this sketchbook spread was going to have a blue theme, and I'm sticking to that. The first painting, as you can see on the left, is already finished, and I didn't make a long video of the painting process. I only made short videos for it. It's a lighthouse and I really love it, although maybe I messed up the values a little bit here and there. I don't think it came out as dark as I wanted it to be, but I still love it because the lighthouse is so cute. Also, I got a comment saying that it reminds them of Life is Strange, and I'm like, yes, I see it too. I kind of see it, and I really love the atmosphere of that game. Maybe I should do a painting that really has those Life is Strange vibes next time, you know? So I like the page on the left one, and since I feel like I messed up the values a little bit in the first painting, I had to make sure the next painting had the right values. So I started with the darkest areas. I painted with black first and then slowly built up the colors from there. And then I noticed that apparently my gouache paint, the brand that I'm currently using, the black isn't really black enough. This is probably just my imagination, I'm not sure, but I feel like the Prussian blue in this brand is actually a bit darker than the black. So, like the Prussian blue has a darker value than the black. But maybe the lighting is just playing tricks on me. Maybe because the light is hitting the black paint, it looks like it's glowing a little bit. Maybe in reality it's still darker. I cannot tell. But I still really love the outcome of this one. As I said before, my paintings don't really have a meaning, actually. So I paint a scene that comes into my head, then I search for something similar on Pinterest, or I just go to Pinterest and I find a picture that I really like. I'll tweak it, edit it a little bit, and if I still like it, I'll paint it. So I don't really have a meaning behind my paintings. But I do come up with a story after I finish them. Usually, I'll just make it up in my head, like, oh, this painting reminds me of this and this. Then I imagine, what if in this painting you're doing this, blah blah blah. So the story actually comes after I finish the painting. And I don't actually write that story down, it's just in my head. For this one, the story came afterwards as well. But I do have a little bit of idea about how I want to go in this sketchbook spread. And the first page is kind of like a lighthouse with big waves crashing against the shore. It's kind of a scary scene, actually. This is one of my nightmares. A dark sea, huge waves. You know, that's one of the things I'm scared of. So the first page is kind of like the nightmare that I have in my head. And then the second page is this cozy bedroom with a cat next to you. You wake up and realize it was just a dream. It was just a nightmare. So that's kind of the continuation of the story. And I remember there was a comment on one of my short videos that said, maybe I should make a continuing storyline throughout each sketchbook spread. And I'm like, that's a good idea. It was such a good idea that I should probably keep doing that. So it's not like I go into a sketchbook spread thinking about a storyline first and then paint two paintings that are somehow related to each other. It's more like I paint something within the same theme and then I come up with the story afterward. But I do want to make paintings with actual meaning in the future. maybe something that represents me as a person, or my thoughts, or maybe my emotions. That actually sounds nice. That could be an idea for a series. Maybe. I don't know. Because, how do I say it? We already overshare enough. As painters, I feel like we overshare a lot. Every piece kind of feels like we are showing something from inside ourselves. And to make sure that people know the exact meaning behind the painting, I feel like that's a bit too much oversharing for me right now. But maybe in the future I'll be open to making paintings that represent my feelings. Also, let's talk a little bit about the sketchbook that I'm using. Actually, there were a few comments asking me about my sketchbook. I don't know the brand, I'm sorry. I checked the shopping app, and apparently this sketchbook doesn't have a brand. They don't list the name of the brand. I don't know why. I bought it at my local art store, but actually, I don't think the right sketchbook is that important. This is just my personal opinion, but as long as the paper is thick enough, maybe at least 200 GSM, you can just paint on it. If it's thinner than that, I suggest painting on only one side of the paper, so you don't have to fill both sides. As for me, because this paper is, I believe it's 200 GSM, I can paint on both sides. Although I do have to make sure the paint isn't too watery, otherwise it can seep through the paper and reactivate the paint on the other side. Unless you're using acrylic. Because acrylic can't be reactivated, I guess that's fine, but I don't really like using acrylic in my sketchbook. You know, the acrylic sketchbook have that crisp sound when you open the sketchbook. I really like it. And also one of the reasons I don't like using acrylic in my sketchbook is because I paint on my desk and I don't like getting my desk dirty. Acrylic isn't easy to clean because you can't reactivate it with water. So I only use acrylic on canvas and I stick with gouache in my sketchbook. And so that's it for today. I don't really have anything else to talk about. I just hope that you enjoy the rest of the video. If you want to recreate this painting, you can follow along with the video even though I don't explain the process step by step. But hopefully you can still see the process clearly and recreate this painting. Feel free to do that, and if you want to post it, you can tag me in my social media, which I've listed in the description. And if you're looking for a way to support me, you can check out my prints on Imprint. You can also check out my Patreon. I post behind the scenes content there, the sketch for each painting, and all the things as well. And that's it for today's video. I hope you have a great day and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, inshallah. Bye bye.